Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Snippy Joker, and on today's episode we are going to part 3 of phase 2 of figuring out each class's fastest character in base movement. Now, we've already done the tanks and the healers, which you can find on my channel, so we want to go look at those. We've also done phase 1, which is base damage for right before season 2, and then a follow-up to the changes made in season 2. Now with base movement, there are some characters that have passive abilities or abilities that allow them to continue this and have no reset. So when it comes to the DPS characters, majority of them do it as fast as the tanks. So they do it within about 10 seconds, going from 0 to 60 meters, so about 6 meters per second. However, when it comes to the ones that are a little bit faster, they either have a passive ability or they have an ability that has no cooldown that we can use, because usually I'm trying to stay away from abilities because they usually have like a 3, 4, 5 second cooldown. They have abilities that basically have no cooldown or less than a second in cooldown. So with that being said, the fastest DPS character in base movement with no abilities, no debuffs, technically no abilities, no debuffs or buffs, is in third place Storm, if she's in her weather form. The other one is Panther, who basically did it without any buffs or debuffs, or his base movement speed was about 9 seconds, so was Storm, as long as she's in her wind form. The other one is Wolverine, which surprised me. Again, no buffs, debuffs, or abilities. Wolverine did it in about 9 seconds, same as Panther, same as Storm in her wind state. And then there's Black Widow. Now, Black Widow has an ability that requires no cooldown. Now, what I mean by that is, if you're going normal with Black Widow, she does it in about 10 seconds. If you hit the R1 button on the ability screen on a PS5, she goes into this mode, which has a bar that slowly goes down. Now, if you cancel that or stop, it basically has a recharge. Now, all you need is a little bit of recharge to go into that faster form. So when she does it in this form, she does it in about 7, I believe it was 8 seconds, going from 0 to 60 and 60 to 0. That means on average she's doing it the same as Wolverine, Black Panther, and Storm at about 9 seconds. That is a mix of her normal walk and faster walk with the R1. Number 2 in the DPS lineup is the Human Torch. So again, the Human Torch has an ability that allows him to move a little bit faster, and I consider it's more of a passive because there's no real cooldown when it comes to this. So again, when the Human Torch is going from point A to point B, he does it in about 10 seconds, maybe a little shy of 10 seconds. However, when we turn around and hit the circle button, he does it about 7 seconds. That is a lot faster than the Black Widow with her speed up ability. But again, all we have to do, as you can see, I stopped it. There's no cooldown. All I have to do is wait for it to recharge. So even if it's at 25, 35, 40%, you can still go back and use it to do that speed up. You can nearly pretty much go in and out of it, button after button. And on average, with that kind of a combo, the Human Torch goes from 0 to 60 meters in about, where's my numbers here, 8.5 seconds. So that's 0.5 seconds less than the number 3 spot, like Storm, like Wolverine, like Black Panther, like the Black Widow. So Human Torch is number 2, because if you just do this at full speed like this, it's done in 7 seconds, which is 2 seconds faster than the number 3 spot and 1 second faster than the Black Widow with her power-up ability into speed. And the number 1 fastest DPS player in base speed, without any abilities or technical abilities that cause a redown, without any buffs, debuffs, is Star-Lord. Star-Lord on normal does this in about less than 10, maybe around 9 seconds. However, if you use his jetpacks, He does it in about 5 or 6 seconds. And again, if you cancel this, it starts to recharge, and if you look on the bottom right in his abilities, there's no cooldown. Now, if you use all of this, right? If you do this, and then this, oh, and then this, sorry. If you used all of it, it takes about a second, and then it starts coming back. Now, his is the only ability that maybe takes about a second to come back and can't be used back to back. However, it is an ability that can be stopped and then reused before a cooldown actually initiates and recharges on its own. So, with him using his rockets, getting from point A to point B, he does it in about 5, maybe 6 seconds. That's almost 10 meters per second, one of the fastest we've seen in all of the characters, including DPS, including healers, including in tanks. However, if he does not use it, he still does this 0 to 60 in about 9 seconds, almost a little bit more than 9, less than 10 seconds, which is again on average with number 3 spot and with the other DPS in our lineup. So with that being said, if you are looking for fast DPS characters that you want to go from point A to point B the fastest, you're looking at Star-Lord, you're looking at Human Torch, you're looking at Black Panther, you're looking at Black Widow, you're looking at Storm, you're looking at Wolverine. But of those characters and ease of ability, right? Because now we know damage, now we know speed. We're going to go into phase 3 after this. Even with all of that, who do you feel is the best character based on damage and speed? I mean, right now, the Human Torch is looking pretty good. I mean, Human Torch was number 1 in flyers and damage, and he got his patch. He's also one of the top speedsters, right below Star-Lord. So, let me know your opinions in the comments. We're going to go into phase 3 next. After phase 3, we're going to do the end game, no pun intended, and then we're going to see, based on my stats, based on your opinion, who the best overall character is on just base stats alone. So for more content, like the video, put your thoughts in the comments. If you're looking for more single player content, check out Snippy Joker 2.0. If you're looking for more short form content, look at Snippy Joker Shorts. And if you want to follow me on social media, I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, all under Snippy Joker. I appreciate all the love and support, and I'll see you on the next one.